four-time All-Star and two-time Olympic gold medalist from the Indiana Pacers, Reggie Miller. Now, let's meet the starting.
Fast and furious. Robinson mishandles it. East ball.
We got two Pacers in the game right now, Rick Smith and Reggie Miller. Let's see if they try to run something for one of those guys and get them involved in the play together.
Miller driving on Kidd, tosses it up on the run, and he'll come to the free throw line. This, in a sense, is Reggie Miller's second home. Madison Square Garden. He's had a number of great performances here in front of hostile crowds he enjoys provoking.
Yeah, I talked to Reggie Miller Friday, and he was he's a little mad because he feels that they're not getting the type of respect that they deserve over here in the East. They feel that everybody's talking about Chicago, and they've kind of conceded that it's going to be Chicago and Miami, and he doesn't want anybody to forget that, hey, we were here a couple of years ago in the Eastern Conference Finals battling the Knicks.
But Reggie gets the ultimate respect when he comes in here because they all boo him the loudest, and he's well aware of the significance of that.
Intended for Rice is broken up by Eddie Jones. Mitch Richmond is back. Miller cuts him off and causes him to miss the layup.
See, that's when you know they're playing, they're competing, they're not giving.
The West back to within 7.
I'd like to comment on a Mitch Richmond situation, Bob. Because, here's a guy who played on basically a losing team his whole career. I think he needs to do more if he's really serious about getting to that championship level. He's going to have to take a sacrifice, a pay cut to get what he wants. He cannot have both.
One of the great catch-and-shoot players in NBA history, Reggie Miller, doing just that. What he does best in that last sequence.
Coach, he's being very, very aggressive, and if I knew someone was sick, certainly the first thing I'd do, I'd go out to someone. But I got to defend myself. I'm gonna go out there. He's got to play defense just like I got to play defense.
Smith, Robinson.
Who created the show and learned how to get everybody involved and put on the spectacle that it is today.
Robinson's cross-court pass deflected out of bounds by Reggie Miller. 5.5 to play in the first half. The East by 10.
Well, I love
out of high school is just 19, and this is second season. Rice finally misses a 3, and Duncan has the rebound. Van Exel into a crowd, lost it, recovers it, shoots it, misses it. Here comes Antoine Walker behind the back to Reggie Miller. Man,
nice play. Antoine's another one of those guys who are from Chicago in the summer league. Played with Mark Aguirre, played with all the guys in Chicago, and you'll see what happens here. Antoine comes up, he reads it, sees Reggie Miller out the corner of his eye, behind the back pass. That's the peripheral vision.
Even though, Isaiah, that he's from Chicago, he did say that Magic was his guy. He said Magic was bigger, like I was bigger, but Antoine Walker.
To have 32's old locker.
Well, he said I was always his idol, so it made me feel good. But I think the main thing is we're bringing him along.
And it totally threw my rhythm off. And even in my last year, I remember Don Cheney
of Iowa State. If you got a team that can win another championship or contend for one, and if Michael Jordan says this is what I want, and it's worked to the tune of 5 titles and maybe 7 had Michael not gone away to play baseball, what's the problem in bringing them all back?
You're asking the wrong guy, Bob.
It's Van Exel with a 3 that's long, and Jason Williams, the closest thing to a hometown star. Grew up in the Lower East Side of New York, college at St. John's, now representing the New Jersey Nets with Patrick Ewing hurt. There's no Nick in the game. Miller for 3, as he's done so often in this building, and he turns to face Spike Lee. But this might be the one night when Spike is actually rooting for Reggie, since he's got to be, as a Knick fan, pulling for the Eastern Conference.
Bob, Spike never roots for Reggie. Every time he sees Reggie in the Indiana uniform, he roots totally against him.
Reggie almost quit the game of basketball before this season. He's had all kinds of problems, the injuries of a couple years ago. Somebody comes in and foolishly, stupidly burns his house down, destroys his whole lifetime of collection and stuff. Larry Bird, when he took the coaching job, he called up Reggie and said, hey, Reggie, look, I know you're going through a lot of trouble here. We need you. We got something that's really special here. Please stay with us. We think we can turn it back around. Reggie reluctantly came back to play, and it's really paid off.
And when you talk about Reggie's house burning down, to show you what type of league this is, how the players and the commissioner looks out for the family members. David Stern has taken it upon himself to start a memorabilia collection for Reggie Miller to get back all the stuff.
Vin Baker has it blocked, and here's Michael. Jordan has 22 points, bouncing to Miller, and Reggie can't finish it. Van Exel slings it back the other way. Jones pulls up for three. Vin Baker blocked by from the head of the key.
Schmitz is feeling it now. You can just see it in his face. Finally, his health returned to him this year. The feet looking, feeling very good.
Well, the East players has taken a cue from Michael Jordan early in the game. He told him when he first got here this week, he wants to win this game, and the East has come out to show their dominance. And we talked to Bird, he talked about playing Jordan at the point.
Michael misses with the left hand, but Antoine Warren.
Very nice.
Well, when I was talking to Eddie Jones, he talked about how he's changed his dedication this year. Last year, he tailed off at the end of the season and did not play well in the playoffs. And it was because he stopped working out off the court. He committed himself to work out throughout the season in that weight room with his physical trainer. And
matches Michael Jordan's 49 against the Clippers for the high output in the league this year. In and out for Eddie Jones. And here comes Reggie Miller, who scored 14.